Okay, today's math mini lesson are problems involving money. So by the end of this mini lesson, we should be able to use fractions or decimals to solve word problems involving money. So there's just some things that I want you to remember that it's been a while. So $1 is the same as 100 cents. So if I had 100 pennies, right, that is the same as $1. 1/4 equals 25 cents. 4/4 equals $1 or 100 cents. 1 dime equals 10 cents. So if 1 dime is 10 cents, it would take 10 dimes to equal $1. And 1 penny is the same as 1 cent, okay? So those are just some things that you've learned in the past you need to go back and to remember. So you can use coins and bills to add, to subtract, to multiply, and to divide with money. So here we have adding. Add $1.25 plus $2.01. So you could take your bills and your coins. So I would have $1, and this is my play money, and 25 cents, and I would add it to $2.01. So when you put it together, you would have $1, $2, $3, 25 plus 1 is 26 cents. So $3.26. So you can use money and coins, if you have these at home, to solve word problems. You could subtract. So if you had $2 and 25, 26, 27, and 28 cents. If you had $2 and 28 cents and you had to subtract $1.25. Okay, so we'll take $1 away and we'll take away 25 cents. What are we left with? We're left with $1.03. So they're subtracting. You could multiply with dollars. So $2.01 times 2. Well, aren't we doubling what we have? So here's another $2.01 times 2. So now we have $4.02. So we can multiply using coins and bills. We can divide. So if we had $3.03 and you had to split this up between two friends, you and two friends split this money. Well, one friend would get $1, one friend would get $1, you would get $1, and you would each get a penny. So we're dividing our money. So each of us would get $1.01. So we can do all kinds of things. We can multiply, we can add, subtract, and divide. Let's look at a word problem. Mrs. Hargrove owes the doctor $34.56. She gives the clerk $50. So list Miss Hargrove's change using the least number of coins and bills. Okay, so sometimes we can write these problems out as well. It would be just like subtracting, but we've got to line up those decimals and we've got to borrow. So we don't have enough to borrow from our tens or our tenths. We don't have enough to borrow from our ones, so we're going to come here and borrow from our tens. Now I have enough to borrow. 10 minus 6 is 4, 9 minus 5 is 4, 9 minus 4 is 5. So she has $15.44 change. So I've actually answered part B first. What is the total amount of change she should receive? I think I could do one $10 bill, one $5 bill, 1/4. I can't make 2 quarters, right? So 25. Let's see, what dimes can we use? 35. If I use another dime, that would be 45. So I can't, but I can use 1 dime. Or if we used a nickel, what are we up to? 25, 35, 40, so 1 nickel. And how many pennies would we need? We would need 1, 2, 3, 4 pennies. I think that would be the way we would do it, using the least number of bills and coins. Whoops, 4 pennies. So that's one type of word problem. So we can subtract when we borrowed, just like we would using numbers without decimals. Emma buys a game for $26.84. She gives the clerk $30. So she's giving the clerk $30. Her game was $26.84. Line up your numbers so your decimals line up, and just like we did before, we're going to borrow. 10 minus 4 is 6. 9 minus 8 is 1. 9 minus 6 is 3. 4 minus 2. So it's 2. She would get $23.16. So what would be, there we've done part B actually. Now we're going to come up and do part A. So she would get a $20 bill, right? I can't do a $5 bill or a $10 bill, so she would get $3 bills. And it looks to me like she would get 16 cents, 1 dime, 1 nickel, and 1 penny. 1 dime, right? 10, 15, 16 cents. Those would be the least number of coins and bills we could use to make $23.16. Niall has a $50. So I don't have a $50 picture, but a $50 is worth 50 cents. Krista has a $quarter, so here's a quarter. Mary has a $10th of a dollar. 1/10 of a dollar. What would we make to make that? A dime would be 1/10 of a dollar. And Jack has a 100th of a dollar. So what would make 100th of a dollar? A penny. So let's write this out. So we have a $quarter of a dollar, and then a $half would be our 50 cents. Okay, let's erase this. If they combine their money, do the students, the 4 students together, have more or less than a dollar? So we could have these fractions, couldn't we? Now 1/10 would really be 10/100ths, wouldn't it? So could I add these 4 fractions? 25 plus 50 is 75. 75 plus 10 is 85. 85 plus 1 equals 86. So they have 86 hundredths of a dollar. How would I write that as money? Do they have more or less than a dollar? Less. Why? Because 86 cents is less than 100 cents, and 100 cents makes a dollar. All right, let's keep going. 3 friends combine their money to buy tickets for a hockey game. If they share the change evenly, sharing evenly, what am I thinking here? I'm thinking I need to divide. How much will each friend receive? Write equations to represent the problem, then solve. So goodness gracious, they combine their money. So they each have $12. Money given for, or the tickets cost $12, let's see. They had 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 41, 42. Okay, let's think about this. So if they had, the tickets were 12 plus 12 plus 12, or 12 times 3, that would be $36, right? And they gave $42. I'm gonna borrow here. 12 minus 6 is 6. So $6 left. If they had to split $6, Well, I can't take a $5 bill and split it, so let's turn this $5 bill into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, $6. Now, can I divide $6 evenly? I sure can. Each friend would get $2 back. Right, so we would have $6 divided by 3 would give each friend $2 change. Claire has a $60 gift card. She uses the whole value of the card to buy 4 copies of the same book as gifts. How much money does each book cost? Okay, so I'm going to think to myself, $60 divided by 4. Can I take 40 away? $40? Sure. That would be a group of 10, wouldn't it? Can I take 20 away? I sure can. So I think 4 times what is 20? 15. What am I left with? So each book would cost A $15, right? So we had to do division to solve that math problem. Larissa buys 3 purses. Each purse costs $126.32. How much did Larissa spend? Draw or use bills and coins to solve, right? So she had 100. Whoopsies. And then she could have used a $20 bill. And then she could have used a $5 bill. I'm running out of room here. My bills are getting smaller. And a $1 bill. That would be $126 3 times, wouldn't it? But we've got to divide 32 cents, right? So we'll think, okay, a dime, and a dime. Actually, I'm going to do a quarter. 25 cents. A nickel, 5 cents, and 2 pennies. Whoops. Right, and I've got to do that 3 times. And then we got to add this all up. Now I'm doing it this way because it says draw or use bills and coins to solve. So I would have 300, 60, 2, 4, 60, right? 20, 40, 60. 5, 10, 15, 1, 2, $3. 300, and my coin stuck to my hand. 300 plus 60 plus 15 plus 3. $378. Let's add our change. 25, 50, 75 plus 5, 10, 15 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5, 10, 16, 7, 8, 96 cents. $378.96. Does that match one of our answer choices? Sure does. C. So those were just some ways and some different types of word problems you can solve using money. We've used fractions, we saw some decimals, we used some manipulatives. So if you have any coins or bills at home, you can always use these to help you solve any word problems using money at home.